welcome to another episode of Headexplodie Office Hours. It is June, for the month of June. It's pretty warm today. It's the summer. I hope your summer is going well. Headexplodie Office Hours is a series where I do Q&A. So you send in your Qs and I give you some A's. So let's get to today's question. How do you pick your sound effects? Do you ever record your own? Oh, I love this question. It's fun because it gets into the world of sound, which, speaking of, the idea of what do I like and what would I rather just hire a friend of mine to do that's a lot better at that. I do love sound. I'm really fascinated by things like ASMR and just like sound experiences. And I've been, as a hobby, I have been playing music. But as far as like getting into the nitty gritty of sound, creating the sound, editing the sound, I don't love that. If I had all the time in the world, sure, I would do it. But I'm very fortunate in that my partner is an actual sound person. So he's a lot better at it than I am. He went to school for audio engineering. So it's helpful for me to have someone who actually enjoys it and is more of an expert on it. So I often rely on my partner Michael for if an animation needs sound, like original sound and original music. If he has time, I will ask him to help me create and edit those sounds. Because when I do it myself, I'm a little bit more casual and sloppy with it. But here are some of the resources that I have used in some of my animations. So let's see. So in my Patreon clay head animations, there were a lot of slimy sounds for the slimy brain. So Michael helped me out with those. Here's a little bit of a photo of what his audio setup looks like in Pro Tools. We will discuss ahead of time kind of, what kind of sounds I'm interested in hearing as a director of the animation, and then he'll use that as a starting point for how to make those sounds. So you can see it says brain juice, door open creak for head, goop filling glass, straw hitting goop and glass for the brain meat animation. Same thing, maybe a door opening sound for the head, bone breaking sound, or for the head opening. So I'm trying to remember, I think Michael and I that night, we kind of like pulled different things, different props around the apartment, like oatmeal, glass, bottle with a suction lid that opens up so it kind of goes like whoop, the poops bloop sound instead of a door creak. So, Michael would also use his judgment and his taste for, what would be the best sound. We referred to this book, The Foley Grail. It's an interesting book. It gives a lot of ideas for sound recipes. If this is something that you're interested in, creating and recording your own sounds, I did an online AirBnB experience for, I think, something like $36. You can virtually visit an actual Hollywood studio Foley artist, and he will take you on a tour of his studio and show you different things, like how he makes footstep sounds, how he makes like gun sounds and things like that. It's fascinating and super fun. Even if you're not interested in doing it, it's kind of like a fun peek into someone else's professional world. So I'm gonna share the link to that experience because I just think it's fun, and I think it's good to appreciate sound artists. This very popular animation that I've done, he helped me out on that. The fart sound is from this device called a pooter tooter. He just put it next to this microphone, squoze it, and made the fart sound, and then we just trimmed it in Adobe Premiere, which is what I use to do very light sound editing. But there are two, when Michael's not able to help me, there are two main sites that I go to for my audio. And I'll usually try to find something existing before recording it myself because it's just more efficient for me. So I'll use a website called freesound.org for sound effects. So I found audio file for Crackling Fire on that website, and that's what I used for my Yule log animation. And then for my music, like the music that I lay underneath the videos that I make here on Patreon and YouTube, I have a subscription for Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound has some sound effects. I haven't really explored their sound effects library too much, but it's basically like something like $12 or $15 a month, and you have access to a license for all of their music on there, and then the license is cleared to be played on like YouTube, Instagram, social media, if it's kind of like a small like personal license or small commercial license. I can't remember, but basically you can look at their membership plan if you're interested in just like browsing all these various types of music and sound that you can put in your animations. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I think sound is really fun. Check that out. That's all the questions for this month's Headexplodie office hours. I'm gonna leave you with the very soothing sounds of the pooter tooter if I can get it to work. I'm not very well practiced at using the pooter tooter, but let's give it a try. I hope that wasn't too ridiculous for you. I hope it was just the right amount of ridiculous. Thank you again for tuning in and for asking your questions, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!